boxing is a difficult sport. It's a very demanding, you know, and the discipline required, like, to train.
Yeah.
Morning and evening.
Yeah.
Like all the boxers that I've had that have become champion, we would be training twice a day. Now they would be coming at 7 o'clock in the morning, and they'll be getting their breakfast before they go to school.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
But the endorphins, when they're leaving here, they're buzzing.
One thing that remember when we talked about, you mentioned that you cannot come into boxing if you do not have some level of control. If you're scared, someone
Yes.
who's in general
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah.
So can you elaborate a little bit about that, like the mindset that someone will have to come into boxing with?
It's like somebody trying to play hurling
Okay.
in the Clash of the Ash. And they don't want to be there, you know, because they haven't been raised with this. They haven't been brought into this level of skill factor, and that they become comfortable, like, with themselves, like, and they have a huge skill factor now, like, of how to block and catch, you know, hook.
Yeah.
So boxing is similar, you know, it takes huge courage to walk up the steps and climb under the ropes and just present yourself in a ring. And there's a lad in the far corner, you know, probably going to try and
especially if you see the size of him.
Yeah.
I had a story of I don't know if the person was coming to this boxing club, but I have a friend of mine who's two boys who are Cameroonian and who probably came here, and apparently one of the guys, he was supposed to go up to the final, and one of the guys saw him and walked out before. Like he came and said, I am not fighting this guy. So it's like, you hear stories like that, right? So it's the mindset. It's a mindset,
It's
right?
a mindset, you know, and if you look across in the far corner, and if you think the lad is big, well, he is big. If you see veins like snakes on his arms,
it's real.
It's real.
You know? But does that make him strong?
Well,
does that make him a champion?
Yeah, but
the size is irrelevant.
The size is irrelevant, you see, but you see, it's about the mindset. It's about a boxer being very well prepared to perform.
Yeah.
So he's confident when he walks up the steps, like, and he climbs under the ropes.
Yeah.
He's ready. He's ready, and he has he backs himself, like it's like going over the white line on a football pitch. You know, it's the same as climbing under the ropes in a ring. You have to be able to back yourself, you know, and that comes from, you know, the confidence that you gain from the coaching experience in the club, from the training partners that you have to develop your levels of skill to much higher and higher levels.
Okay.
To compete in different championships, county, provincial, national championships, to compete like with internationals, 3 nations, 4 nations, 6 nations, you know. All of these are all stepping stones, and it's like you must master the British Isles, you must master Western Europe before you go Eastern Europe, you know.
Yeah.
Because that's where the Kazakhstan, the Uzbekistans, you know, the Russians, etc., is at a different level, is at a different school, and there has to be a process of getting you to where you need to get to.
Yeah.
So when you're training at high levels with real quality training partners, you know, all ships rise with the tide.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you get the confidence then, like you grow and you grow and you grow and you develop to become a champion.
A champion. And tell me something, do you think that Ireland, even though we are one of the champions do you see that in the world now, do you think that Ireland will grow, or do you see the growth, or do you see the decline in terms of engagement from the youth?
Yes,
from the time when you were growing up to now.
Unfortunately,
no.
The times that we are living in now, and there's so many different changes and directions, you know. We are, I would say, raising soft children.
Oh God. I can tell you, my feelings are hurt, kind of a generation. Sorry guys, we are not making fun of you, but it's real, yeah.
But you know, it's just, like we had Reverend Hughes put a report on the paper in 1945. And he was chairman of the Portlaoise Boxing Club at the time. And he said, I would like to congratulate all our juvenile, youth and senior boxers for their successes this year. The second paragraph was, he said, I would especially like to thank Garda Billy Blackwell, Paddy Hesper-Farrell, Joe Campbell, Paddy Stapleton, for their contribution to the coaching and training of these boxers.
Okay.
But the last paragraph, he says, however, he says, our priority is that our members always behave in an honourable and manly manner. Stop. That's it.
Wow.
And nothing has changed. Nothing has changed, and nothing should change. Because it's about being womanly, it's about being manly, you know, and now we have more girls boxing now than ever.
Oh wow, yeah, oh,
you know,
of course. Katie Taylor kind of influenced that whole narrative, yeah, isn't it?
Absolutely,
yeah,
you
she
know.
still looked beautiful after.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're thinking, no, with the broken bones and the ideas that, oh, my beauty.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, look, I'm not a hater against a lot of girls now, but there's a lot of more focus on fashion and physical appearance. So sport is still a very valid way of.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's you know, it's the life skills that you get from it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's about, it's lovely to see a child grow to a man or a woman, having enjoyed their time participating in sport, like, do you know? And there are 4 stages, of course, of being a competitor, like, you know, and you know, like how to participate, you know, how to compete, how to perform, and then how to win, which is a different animal altogether, you know. But these are the phases and stages of a child's development through the years, that they get an opportunity, you know, that's commensurate to their age and ability to participate fully, like, in their category, at their ability, like, and to participate and compete at those levels. And you just don't know what way it's going to turn out, like, at the end of the day. But every child wants to try and do and be the best that they possibly can.
Yes.
And we have to give them every opportunity to achieve that, you know.
Without talking too much, I hear that you are one of those people who really successfully support children out of the street, right? So that's your slogan. He takes children, boys out of the street. So can you tell me a little bit more about that? Like how when you hear people saying that about you, what exactly does that mean? Is there that's what you're well known to be, someone who inspire boys to change direction in their life. So can you walk me through that?
I suppose there was 9 of us in family, you know.
Okay.
And there's one thing like that my mother and father always taught us, like, is to have that little gift of giving.
Okay.
You know, try and help out where you can. Give what you can, you know, wholeheartedly, like. And so I would say like that, see, football, the GAA, and boxing clubs is for everybody. We have people from all walks of life, all different kinds of Nigerians, Lithuanians, Latvians, Polish, Hungarians, South Africans, and they're all here. They're all here, you know. But I'm very explicit that we only have members of the Portlaoise Boxing Club.
Okay.
There's no class distinction, or there's no he's here, she's from there, this, that, no. Are all members. We don't have travellers here.
You're a member.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because you're just a member of the club here, and there are expectations. And look at, you know, since 1930, like, we have been quite successful. We've kept people out of jail. We've taken people out of jail to box.
Yeah.
And we put people in jail.
Okay.
As well, you know.
Okay.
And but the most important thing for me here is that everybody is given an equal opportunity to come in here, participate in the sport of boxing, attend to the good habits, like to be a good person. And that's really it in a nutshell, you know.
Basically, you're saying me you're strict into discipline and get your act together.
Absolutely, and you know, like, we attend the schools,
Okay.
the principals, and we get the feedback. And sometimes there's sometimes there's problems in the school.
Okay.
With a number of members.
Yeah.
And I would present myself in the school classroom. And we have a little bit of fun, a little bit of crack, you know. But the boys are looking at me and they're saying, "What's Pat doing here?" You know. And the thing about it is, it's only a game of chess, you know.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I just say, like, look at lads. If you're not getting your grades up, you know,
you're not coming back.
You're not going to be boxing in the championships. You know?
Yeah.
So we'll leave it at that. It's up to yourselves now, boys. That's it. Good luck. Bye bye.
So in a way, you kind of create a sense of responsibility into their mind, like, and also it depends on how much they really need to perform in the boxing as well, right?
100%.
Some people can just give up and say, well, I don't care, and I move on. But some be like, okay, this is important for me. So that means that in a way, when people come here, they develop that sense of, this is important, I need to get to the end of it. The discipline kind of give you some sense of direction, isn't it? Yeah.
100%. Like, we'll say for talk's sake, even, no matter, once you're a member of the club,
Yeah.
what happens inside and outside is very important.
Yeah.
And they're told that. Just because you think that you can go down to the shopping centre down there and act a maggot,
Yeah.
I'll get the phone call.
Oh, wow. That's really good.
Just that me.
I like that.
The security guys that say, you know, "Hey, Pat, Mir, I have a little word with you, you know. Such and such a man, such and such a man." Such a man say, "You leave that with me. You leave that with me." And it's just about, let's go off track.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, boys are either going to do something
Yeah.
or coming from doing it.
I like what you say, because when I was growing up in Africa, and I see that it's gone a little bit away, a child was raised by a village. Would they say that?
That's right,
You're
yeah.
not your own parents' child. Everybody watch out for you. And I think you get the sense that people don't want, they don't care anymore. Like, you can see someone's child out on the street doing things, or, oh yeah, it's not my business. But it's nice to know that there's some accountability, so that the parents don't feel isolated, alone in their situation, that there's someone supporting them also to say, hey, I care about your child enough to know that I want what's good for him, right? And it's needed. It's needed. And I'm glad that boxing is evolving. It's for me, I learned a little bit more about boxing when I decided to have a conversation about you, and I probably think I still have a lot to learn. But what's your vision for the club in Ireland and in Portlaoise, or in general? What's your vision? What do you want to see happening?
Well, here now, the biggest thing for me is that we own this premises now.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
That we got a home for the Portlaoise Boxing Club through help of the Monsignor Byrne and through help from the council, family members, etc., to try and buy this here, which was an extremely difficult journey for us, you know, because we wouldn't have had a pot to pee in, like, you know. But we managed to do this, like, right? And then we managed to put this whole new floor up here, 120 foot by 40 foot long. So we have 3 rings up here now, you know.
Yeah.
Now we're endeavouring to do a dormitory.
Okay.
And the dormitory will give us another opportunity to bring people from all over Europe, all over the world, to here to training camps.
Yeah.
And the main benefactors from all of that are our members.
Okay.
And this will be probably one of the few clubs that are in a position to do this, like. And we really concentrate on the Portlaoise Boxing Club. And for now, we have some amazing young aspiring champions in the club.
Okay.
There's 3 of them will box in the All-Irelands this coming weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Check it out, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, but apart from all of that, it's about endeavouring to get the Lithuanians, the Polish, the Latvians, the Hungarians, the English, the Scots, the Welsh, all here.
Okay.
To a 20-bed dormitory.
Okay.
And we feed them here. We have a kitchen here now. We'll have a state-of-the-art dormitory. It means that we can conduct our business here freely, and we can now give our members every opportunity to be the best of the best, like,
Yeah.
by mixing with the different countries, coming here and there.
Yeah.
And traveling to the different countries as well. You know?
That's brilliant. So I can see that happening, to be honest, because I believe passion open doors, and you guys have gone a long way, right? Now, one thing I want to add is I found out that you are into hurling as well, right? Football. Is it hurling? I think I heard. I was like, so Gaelic football. Please tell me. Yeah, that's quite different. Gaelic and hurling is different, actually. So tell me a little bit about that. Like you are, you know. So you have a team apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you get into that as well, or is it just one of those other things that you've always done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, I suppose I love sport, you know.
Okay.
Played soccer, played football, played hurling, boxed, played a little bit of rugby, not too much.
Yeah.
Usually we were brought out to the rugby club to train for boxing, you know. That's the kind of it was, you know. But no, I got involved in coaching and training teams in 1990. In a little place they called Ballyroan out here, just out the road.
Yeah.
And they're an amazing club, like, and they hadn't won a championship, I think, for 50 years, you know. But anyway, 92, they won their first championship for almost 50 years, and I think they nearly burnt down the village, you know, with bonfires and all.
Oh,
that,
yeah,
they
were so happy,
so happy, you know. And it was a great time, you know. And They went on to become, they played in the Leinster final against Éire, lost by a pint. And unfortunate enough, like, you know, Éire should have went on to win the All-Ireland against Donovan Russell. But then I went back out in 2006, 2003, and we got another team to the county final in 2006, and they won that one, you know. But I suppose I love being with people. I love training, you know. I love the challenge of see, can you get them better at what they're at?
Yes.
You know, it's all about looking at the boxer, the footballer, and seeing, you know, what's the needs be here to make this lad better and better and better, you know. And it's all about, again, helping, having that little gift of giving, like, to see where you can help, where. And there's some amazing clubs, like, you know, I train 10, 12 senior football teams, men and women. 8 of them have won senior championships.
Wow.
And
I need to know the secret behind your I know, other than discipline and focus, I need to know this. Like, you must have moments where you were discouraged, right? You must have moments where it was like, what am I doing? Is it, or were you always straight on, I'm gonna, because there's a lot of success story. I know there could be some non-success story, but when someone sees you, say, how did you do that? What was your mindset in all your journeys so far?
Well, you know, do you remember I said earlier, you know, the trick with all of this is knowing how to win. And that can be in life. You have to find the solution, like, you have to find a way around the difficulty.
Wow.
You just have to persevere with it, like. And you have to engage with people who can give you wise counsel. And it becomes a concerted effort then. You're not just on your own, because you have to involve and bring people who have the experience, have the knowledge, and understand the business of football or boxing. And it's about having that wise counsel around you. Like, I have 14 coaches here.
Okay.
Some of them are exceptional, like. Some of them, I would put them down as the best of best.
Yeah.
And they're with me 17 years, 14 years,
Yeah.
10, 12 years. Some of them are with me since they were 7 years of age.
Wow.
And now I'm coaching their children.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it's about the whole ethos of the club. It's about how we do things. The respect and the regard that we show to people who serve the club here. That's what's important for me. And then everybody has to have a voice. Everybody has to have a voice. Everybody has an opinion. And I want to hear them. I have to hear them. I have to hear that, because there's a little nugget somewhere there.
Yeah.
And you have to catch it.
Wow.
You have to get your hands on it, you know.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Yeah. Wow. Because the mindset behind and your core value is what kept you going, right? Your core value in those areas kept you going into facing the challenge. Not being afraid that, from what I'm hearing, not be afraid that, oh my God, this is too difficult. Especially when you mentioned that there was getting this going and keeping this afloat. You could have given up as well. But
absolutely,
yeah.
and the cost of trying to
yeah.
find money, like, and trying to generate money, and using my influence on people, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know, if you take them on Senior Born, like, I have to say, like, very honest, wholeheartedly committed to my cause, to our cause.
Brilliant.
And backed it 100%. Peter Carey, manager of the County Council, exceptional. And when I always remember meeting him to tell him about the story and looking for help and this, that and the other, you know. And I always remember when I presented, I could have had overheads, I could have had everything.
Yeah.
But I presented a picture show of photographs from 1930 to now.
Okay.
And he's looking at it, as you see in the collage here, you know.
Yeah.
And he says, how come, he says, like, you don't have your own premises, like, after all those years, you know?
Mm.
Because the investment of time, effort, money, and thought time was all gifted to our members.
Yeah.
We didn't have a home, and all we wanted was a home.
Well, which is how you have now.
And we have now.
Yeah.
And now we run our own show.
Yeah, yeah.
We're self-sufficient. We're very well organised, very well equipped. We have a board of trustees.
Amazing.
We have a committee here for the running of the boxing club, etc., etc. But there are many, many, many other aspects of this facility here. That you know, and the training grounds, the school, all of those are key areas like that we have to develop further. And what we want here, as I said, like already about the division of international competition, etc., etc. But it's also about education. Education is key, and we need to get our boxers, our members, like more in tune, like to become more educated, like for life thereafter, you know.
Yeah, and you don't have a divided attention, like as in boxing Gaelic. Your priority is
not
kind
at
of
all. No. Boxing
you're still able to. Boxing is still your baby. Yeah.
No, boxing's the baby. Yeah, and like you say, for talk's sake, here, like
yeah.
And this is the magnificent thing about this here. Tomorrow we'll have the under 12 football and hurlers here from Portlaoise.
Okay.
Yeah. This evening we'll have the minor team here, training here.
Okay.
And this is just developing them and gifting them a number of skills, a number of ways how to train different components, like.
Okay.
So that they become more au fait, like with what's going on here. This is agility, this is coordination, like, you know.
Okay.
This is the speeds, this is the different types of speeds that we have to train, etc., you know. This is the strength, this is the endurance, you know. So we're working on all of these here, and we're just gifting them the information.
Wow, that is amazing, because it's kind of like you go beyond just being on the ring. You train for different skill that is needed in other sport.
Yes.
Wow.
And you know, and they subscribe to the club as well. You know,
of course,
which is very, very important,
yeah.
Like, because it's the dribble that fills the pot.
Yeah.
You know. And we're very fair with everybody here, you know. No matter who comes in here, we're very, very fair. But we have standards, we have expectations.
Of course.
And this is more than a club.
Yeah.
And, you know, I do say this freely sometimes, you know, that this is an institution, you know. But it is, because the ethos of this club, like, you know,
would be that, yeah,
is second to none.
Yeah.
And long may it last, you know, because while I'm here anyway,
yeah, please God, yeah,
it'll stay going that way, you know.
I say it will stay going. This has been one of the most interesting conversation I had, and I feel privileged. I have to say I feel privileged, because I don't take this for granted that you give your time to me and to discuss about it. I just want to know if you have anything to say to anybody out there. First, before we go that, before we close, I just want you to run through the boxing club on how it runs on a weekly basis, basically, how to get to come in to become a member, where obviously we know we're based in Portlaoise. Anybody who looks for the boxing club will find it. But just walk me through the days, what day a week do you train? How does that work out?
Yeah, we train Monday to Saturday, you know.
Okay.
We train on the Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6:30 to 7:30 with the juveniles under 11s, you know.
Okay.
And then from 7:30 then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday then we train at 11 o'clock or 4. Depends on the availability of the coaches, you know.
Yeah.
And there is a very definitive enrollment form that we send out once we get the email from the person that
they're interested.
Yeah. We send the email to them, and it's all self-explanatory.
Yeah.
The most important thing for us is that the medical is done prior to coming in the door. And the reason for this is I had many years ago a very, very talented young boy, exceptionally talented, you know. I couldn't wait to get him a boxing card. So at 11, he was eligible to have his boxing card. So I sent him to the doctor, and I got a phone call. Pat, where are you? I'm at home. Is there any chance you might drop down to me? I dropped down to him. That boy ended up with a pacemaker in his heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I meet him regularly now.
Yeah.
He's probably in around 50, you know? And we get a little nod. Do you understand me? So since that then, my wife, who is the secretary of the club, and she runs a very efficient operation, I have to say.
Yeah, well done.
Nobody comes in the door until the medical is done.
Brilliant.
And that's just to safeguard. And the parents need to know, like, the health status. It's a basic medical examination.
Yeah.
But it's very, very important that we know, like, that blood pressure, you know, pulse, heart, all of those things are checked thoroughly. And then we get the medical, and the medical then goes forward then to get a boxing card.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's twofold. It's not just about getting the medical to come in here to train. It's also goes forward for the boxing card to license the boxer to box, you know.
Okay.
But so that's very well done now. And then we have direct debit. One time we'd be collecting the €2 and the €3 and all of this and that and other. But now we have the bank account, we have the credit union account, and they can pay either or, doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's better that it's all on direct debit. That's the.
It's easier to manage.
It's
yeah.
It's so easy, you know, and it just brings people into be a little bit more compliant as well.
I was just going to say that I found that the direct debit kind of help you to say, okay, I've paid, I have to pay, so at least, you know, when you come with €2, oh, I don't have enough change and all that.
Yeah, it's an awful job altogether, you know, and but it also means, look, it's probably one of the cheapest clubs in the country, I'd say, you know. But it just means that there is a commitment, not just from the child, but there is a commitment from the parents. And when you have parents with you, involved with you, working alongside you, you're going forward.
Wow, I love this.
Yeah, 100%. And you know...
and you encourage the parents to be there, right?
Absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like we have open days here, like where they can come in and just watch their child train, spar, little target sparring, nothing mad, you know.
Yeah.
And they get a chance to see, and they get a great kick out of just watching the child going through the motions, and because you know they have child's mind, like, is you have to try and understand, like, that if you're dealing with a 9-year-old, you know, the 9-year-old's mentality and mindset is worlds apart, and they're acting out every little thing that's going on, and they see all these things, and they're watching and they're mimicking the bigger boys and all of this and that and other, and this is all part of growing up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And do you see? Do you have this sense that sometimes the expectation that you have on them is just come and have fun? That gives them that sense of freedom to, okay, I can only do this for a time, and I'm okay if I can't finish, right? Because the thing that I'm hearing is that you hear a lot of, like, I know, for example, my younger son is a football player, but also there was a time he was doing the jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
But he'd done that for 2 years. I kind of push it, keep doing, and he said, Mom, I can't, I'm more focused on that. So how do you handle a situation like that where children comes in, they thought they were interested, and then eventually, does that give you a disappointment if they don't finish?
No, because you see, boxing is a difficult sport. It's a very demanding, you know, and the discipline required, like, to train morning and evening. Yeah. Like, all the boxers that I've had that have become champion, we would be training twice a day. Now, they would be coming at 7 o'clock in the morning, and they'd be getting their breakfast before they go to school.
Okay.
Do you understand? Yeah. But the endorphins, when they're leaving here, they're buzzing. They're buzzing. So they're more acceptable for education. To listen. Their concentration is different. Their attention span is very different, you know? Yeah. And I think there should be more of it, by the way. You know, that's because there's too much downtime. Like, for talk's sake, here, when we get to dormitory, there's a very distinct possibility that we could have full-time athletes training here. But what I want is that they go through the education system, that there's going to be courses for them, that they will have a qualification at the end of it, along with their sport of boxing. Brilliant. You know? And for me, like, that's the ultimate vision. Wow. Yeah. Mr. Pat Ryan, thank you so much. It's been an interesting conversation. I hear that boxing is something that allows you to work out your mind and your focus. And I think it's important also to know that it's not the violent game that we have, because it's, after talking to you, I have a different understanding of what boxing is. I want to thank you so much for your time. I want to thank my listener again. Welcome again to the Growing Seed channel. And today was just this amazing conversation about Boxing Club. You know where to get information online. Just check out Boxing Club. That's it. Online. Do you have a website? We have, yeah. And Facebook. Or Facebook page, yeah. So, and I say there's also numbers and that you can call, and if you're interested, don't be ashamed. I probably would try to come and see some of your matches, because I really want to see it in action and all that. So I just want to say thank you. Do you have anything else you want to say to everybody else? Oh, I just want to say thank you for your time, and it's just given me an opportunity just to say some of the things that I probably should have been saying all along. Yes. You know? And it's also about promoting the club. Yeah, definitely. In all the good sense. Yeah. In all the best ways, you know. And as I said, like, we have a very, very, very good, strong club. We have a very, very good ethos in the club. Like, I mean, every boxer comes in the door, shakes hands with all the coaches, and before they go home, like, they thank the coaches, like, and show their appreciation and gratitude for the training. Yeah. And that will stand as long as I'm here. I would like to say a huge thanks to my 3 children, Donna, Nadia and Patrick, for their contribution from a very young age up to present day, for so many years participating in all club activities, from church gate collections, cleaning the club, baking buns and making sandwiches for the tournaments. I am forever grateful to them.